What's going on, guys? Dan with Barrel Blazer Barbells. Today I got something kind of it's been a project. I'm currently been working on a P80 Glock 17. And I apologize if you notice this is not my normal background that I normally have. I normally have my gun wall behind me. But I'm in the process of making a little, I've got like a little mini office down in my man cave shop area, or my man cave basement area. And this is going to be my new workspace. So I might, when I get it a little more assembled, as you can tell, there's some raw drywall behind me and whatnot. So when I get this together and a little more done, I might do a little video of, you know, the man cave and the wall and whatnot. But today what I want to go over is this. This is my budget build. All right, so I've got some Glocks, you know, a couple of them, and I've got the Staccato, a few other things, but I wanted to do a budget build, like a legit budget build. So yeah, this is what this is going to be, and it's been a journey. So let's get right into this thing. All right, so if you guys don't know what a P80 is, it's a polymer frame that is non-serialized. It is a part. That's all it is. It is not a firearm. So most firearms that you deal with in handguns, this part here, the frame, is what is considered the gun. Everything else is just parts. So this would be serialized, but you can go on and do research on these on your own state, local laws. Always abide by state and local laws when it comes to these. I know some states these are not okay. Some states they are. Mine just happens to be one that is. But essentially what you do is you buy this frame, and it is not a complete lower. There is work you have to do to it. There's plenty of videos out there. I'm not going to do a video on that, but there's some tabs you have to clear off basically, and then there's some stuff up here, some material you have to remove to make it functional. It is just a piece of polymer starting out. So once you get that done, it does come with a couple other little pieces, the locking block, and the rails that are up back here on the back, which are, you can kind of see that metal piece right there. So you assemble that, you buy a lower parts kit, you buy an upper parts kit, slide, and a barrel. Boom, you put it together. You've now got a functional firearm, hopefully functional. So, and what I mean by hopefully functional is sometimes you run into issues. So this is a standard P80 G17, and it is the PF 940 V2, the second version of these, and it's the blue titanium. This is a MDX Arms slide and barrel and their upper parts kit, or slide kit, if you will. So long story short, this is the second one of these I've got. The first one I bought, it got to my house, put it together, and there was a malfunction of some sort. I don't know the exact details of what happened, but from what I understand of the functionality of this, basically what it is inside here, you can see this lug right here. That's your firing pin lug. The firing pin travels all the way down through here. When you pull the trigger, the trigger actually is pulling this back, and it's spring loaded, and it pulls it. When it's released, it fires back forward. That's what actually fires the pin into the firing, or into the primer. So upon it going forward, it was jamming inside the firing pin hole. Now, I've taken the Glock Armors course. I'm not super versed in how these function, but I'm pretty well versed. I've got 4 Glocks now, so I'm pretty versed in how they function. But you know, functioning and finding issues can be two different things. You know, building and, you know, working on things is different. So, but I figured out that was what the problem was. I have to give it to MDX Arms. They freaking, I got a hold of their dude. I'm like, hey, here's the the issue I'm running into. Let's try figuring it out. He worked back and forth with me through messaging. When it was all said and done, it took probably 2-3 days. He said, yep, sounds like it's a spec issue. I'm sending you a replacement. He sent me the replacement with a return label. I'm boxing mine up. I literally just got this today. So I'm boxing the other one up, and I'm shipping it right back to him. So on top, You'll notice I also have a little red dot on there. This is actually, this, like I said, this is budget build. So the money side of this, if you will, I believe I got the frame for, if I remember right, it was either $69 or $79. So it's either $70 or $80. And it does have a magwell on it. That was I bought the wrong one when I put the other one together, but it worked out because it will fit on this one. So disregard that. I think they're like 17 bucks. It's not a big deal. That's from Strike Industries. I love their stuff. But the slide kit, this slide kit was basically everything you need to build one minus the frame. So your lower parts kit, trigger pack or trigger assembly, all of that, the slide parts kit, barrel, spring, and the slide itself, not the optic. This was $308, I believe. It was just shy of $310 shipped. So really affordable there. So literally I had 70 bucks in this and $310 in this. So I'm at $380. And then the red dot on top is actually, this is ultra cheap brand. This is the Flip Dot Reflex sight. Now I have not shot with this thing yet. I bought this down in a shop in Florida when I was down there like over a year ago, and I've not been able to use this thing. So it wasn't working out that I could get it on anything that I wanted it on. So my plan was to use it on a budget build, and this is the budget build. So I believe I had $75 in it. It is a unique design. That is off. That is how you turn it off. You flip it down. There is a button right here on the side. When you push that little spring-loaded button, it snaps up, and I'm not gonna flag myself here. See if I can get it on camera, maybe. There it is. You can see the dot. So it does work, and when it goes down, she's off. So CR2032, two bolts or screws, it comes out, you put the battery in, put it back on. Super basic design. Like I said, this is ultra budget build. So I had $80, $300, $75. We're like what, $475? Not even $470, $375? $375. I got to do math in my head. No, $450. So around 450 bucks. I put this thing together. I don't have any Glock 17 mags yet, so I got to use an extended one that I have for my Glock 19. But these are snap caps or blanks, if you will. But functions, ejects, and I probably just lost that one, ejects. For those of you who are worried about functionality of a P80 and, you know, putting one together, they're not hard to do. It's really not difficult, and there's plenty of YouTube videos out there to figure out how to put one of these together and, you know, do the thing. So yeah. Oh, something that I did forget I wanted to touch on is if you look here, you can see the firing or the pins that go in. There's one here, two here, and one right here. Different models. The 26, I'm told, doesn't have the secondary pin up here. So different models have different pin locations and different pin amounts. But this being a 17, it's what's considered a 4-pin because it's got 4 pins. You do have to drill the holes. So there's 3 holes you have to drill. There's one right here, here, and here that all have to get drilled. Now, I did one other one, and I did it with just a hand drill. This one I actually did with a Dremel, like drill press kind of thing, and it made it a lot easier, a lot cleaner hole drill, straightness, things of that nature. It was a lot easier to put together. So overall though, I have shot this. I did put like 8 rounds through it, didn't have any malfunctions. I did have one slide stop at the rear, but I'm kind of notorious for that. I've got kind of a big thumb over here, so when I'm shooting, if you run into that issue to where when you fire, your slide locks to the rear even though there's still ammo in it, on a Glock, it's most likely not the Glock, it's most likely you. Most of the time what happens is when you're on target, you're squeezing, and let me see if I can get it from this side. When you're squeezing and you've got your thumb stacked, your forward thumb or your offhand thumb will actually ride up, which will raise your on trigger or your trigger hand thumb, if you will, your dominant hand, and you'll actually push it up just a little bit. So you'll see a lot of guys running one that the slide stop comes way up high. Most likely that's why they're running it, is because they have a high grip and they're hitting the slide stop. So overall though, these things are fun to build. I started building AR-15s and kind of got, I don't want to say bored with it, but after you've built like 6 of them, it was like, okay, I need a new challenge. So here's my new challenge. I did a Glock 19 and I did a Glock 17, and next up we're doing an Fde Frame Glock 43. That one, I'm gonna put a little more money into that one because I've got some plans. I carry a Glock 43 every day, but I got some plans for swapping parts around, so that one's gonna be a little different build. But yeah, overall these are fun to do, cheap. Like I said, MDX arms, go check them out. Actually really good quality stuff. I haven't had it, other than that, I haven't had any issues with their stuff. So yeah, hope you guys like the video. Hit the subscribe, hit the bell. Hopefully next video, maybe I'll be able to do some stuff, you know, show you some stuff here in the, I don't know what I'm gonna call this room, my workshop room, my gun room. I don't know what I'm gonna call it, but I wanna try putting a little mini gun wall back here, put some stuff up, a few other things. But, and then I've got a couple optics videos that I'm gonna be doing. Look out for those. One's gonna be on some new night vision and possibly some red dots if they get in. So we'll see what happens on that. But yeah, stay tuned. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Stay tactical, and I'll see you next time.